Well, hello everyone, welcome back. Finally back to work on the Enterprise Refit. Finally got all the stuff to fix the Enterprise. I got the paint finally. I had to go and get some acrylic urethane paint from English Paint Automotive there in McKinney, and finally got it painted, all the parts repainted and primed, and got the nacelles light blocked and painted, and if you can remember the last time that I tried to make a video, but the camera quit working on me, so I had to fix it, and finally back. So this will be part 8 of our Enterprise build-up, and what I finally got, and also finally got all the rest of my material in to finish it. Get most of the Aztecing done. I'm waiting on one more package for a couple of sets of masks, areas of masking, one around the bridge of the bottom of the BC deck, and then the I believe it's the starboard side. Let's see. Yes, it's the starboard side of the arboretum panel, the brick and mortar area of the refit that I need to fix, because the paint just didn't work out when before all this. So I have been working on it while I've been trying to get the camera fixed and getting that all situated. So I'll take you over to the secondary hull and kind of get you up to date on what I've been doing. I didn't want to do it all before I got any more videos in, so I stopped and gonna finally put some. Finally got to the point where I can put some decals on the secondary hull. I've got the port side of the secondary hull just about finished, I believe. Or I might have to do a little bit of touch-up paint. I've gotten all the decals on, a lot of the registration numbers, and also I've been working on the lower saucer of the Enterprise, and that was real fun, time consuming, but I got the masking and the Aztec painting done, got the decals put on the bottom of the saucer, and I'll show you all that here in just a little while before we cut off for the night. So I'm going to swing you around now, and pardon the cut of the picture. It's going to be just a little bit bumpy here, so here we go. All right, I'll zoom in here and kind of show you what I've been doing. I'll swing around here and show you the port side of the ship here. As you can see, I've gotten the vertical gray piece on. I've gotten all the Aztecing done. I've gotten my red stripes here put on. As you can see, I've gotten the registration, the markings for the Federation. I've gotten my strong back decals put on. I've gotten the Aztecing done for the pylons, the blowout panels done. Gotten the exhaust vents front and back taken care of. Gotten all, the black and all that stuff put in. I've gotten the decal for the pylon, inner pylon there, the blowout panel done for that. Fixed some paint issues I had back here on the shuttle bay area. I'm not going to glue this down. I'm just going to put it on there to where it can be taken off. And I've gotten the starboard side all done. I've gotten my belly, the belly all Aztec and painted. I kind of did my own thing. Like I said, I've gotten some paint work done here, gotten everything taken care of on this side. All I'm waiting for now is the one last packet. I've got a this area right here where the Arboretum panel goes, just to waiting for that to go through. So what I'm gonna do now is get some decals put on for the let me fix this so you can see what I'm doing here. This is going to be kind of fun, but I'm going to be putting this decal on here, and I've got this decal from Demko Modelworks over there. That's going to fit on there just real pretty and nice. These are very good decals. It takes a little bit of working when you get them soaking. It takes a little bit of time to get them off, because they're very good and durable. They're not like the flimsy decals you get with the packet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down in some warm soapy water and let that soak for just a few minutes. And I still got a couple of parts, a little bit of painting to do on the neck of the Enterprise here. There's a gray area. If you look at the refit, this part of the neck will be gray, and I'll flip that over for you so you can see that better. This part right here is going to be gray, and I've actually made up my own color here. It's like a grayish silver. It's got kind of a sheen to it, so it's going to be kind of pretty. And this right here is going to get painted, so all this right here will get painted. Got just a little bit of touch up to do here on the torpedo bay, and I've got to paint this little vent right here on the back of the neck black, so I'll get that put on. Also, I had to cut the strong back piece into two pieces because it won't fit over the pylon very well. So I had to cut that off and go from there. So finally getting back to work. Oh, and I was going to show you too, I got the back of the this area Azteced and painted mask, and got it all sealed. So that's all done. So we're moving along now. And here in a little bit, once I get these two decals put on, in a little bit I'm going to show you the saucer and do a little bit of Aztecing on the saucer. So let's see, let me zoom in a little bit more here so you can sorry about the tripod, folks, it's kind of sticky. Check on my decal here. Let it sit out. I found out that warm soapy water helps these Aztecing, or the decals, to come off. Yeah, I finally got it broke loose. Alright, I'm going to take my water bottle here. I'm going to spray this down so it'll kind of give us a little bit of a wet area. Alright, I'm going to set this, start down here at the bottom. I just kind of lay it up there and start pulling, just slide it right off. And that's that. Just kind of get it situated a little bit. And one thing I like about these decals is the fact that you don't have to, not a whole lot of overlay on the decals. They're not like the decals that come with the kit. They sit on there and they fit in the spot nice and perfect. I'm gonna get my cloth there and tag it out just a little bit. And I'll wipe the excess water off. I'll blot it off. And there you have it. That one's on. Now, these lines are off just a little bit on this decal. No, but I don't think anybody's going to really pay attention. And there you have it. Let's see if the camera, folks. I'll back out now. Let it focus. I'll raise the camera up here. And there you have it. That pylon, the decal is done on that one. Now we'll just let that sit. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the decal soaking for the strong back. So I'll go ahead and get that put in water. And then probably what I'll do off camera is go ahead and put these two decals on off camera, so that way I don't bore you. That way you can get to the Aztecing on the bridge. While that's soaking, I've got to cut out a little section here for the light. Get my knife here. Can't see me doing this on camera, but I'm cutting out a hole right here from where the floodlight goes. Let's check the if I can grab it. To get my other tweezers here. I'll let this sit for just a second, see if I can't break it free. Alright, we got that broke free, and all I'm going to do now is spray my water. And I'm going to start by putting the decal on Alright. Now that's in place. Got my tweezers there and block the water out. And there is a little vent right here. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. This length right here. But I'm going to go in and once this is settled, paint that little area right there black. As I was doing some research on the uh, studio model, and I was looking at the movie, doing some research on it, and those little porthole, those little, I guess those are vents, are black. So now what I'm going to do is get this other one soaking. And then we'll be finished with this secondary hole tonight. Then I'll get set up for the Aztecing for the top saucer. Won't be long before I get all my wires run down into the base. Once I get the saucer mounted to the rest of the ship, I'm going to be running all my wires, going ahead and getting all my wires ran down to the board, and then all I have left to wire in is the nacelles. And I still got some work to do. I still got to run the lighting for them and get everything going for that. And I'll show you what I've done is for the nacelle, the lights. If you look at the motion picture, the actual lines are violet, not blue. Well, in Star Trek 3 and 4 and all the rest up are blue, but in the motion picture and Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan, at the first part of the movie, they're violet. So got those painted and ready. I tested them out. It looks nice. Now this one's going to be a little tricky, so alright, looks like we got that free. I'll spray my water on. We'll slide this on. Alright. Looks like that one's down. And there you have it. The Stromback is on. Alright, now I'll go over to the saucer, kind of show you what I've been doing on it. What I'll do is I'll zoom out so you can see. What I've done is I've gotten the underside of the saucer Aztec, got it painted. Got a little bit of a touch up I got to do, but I'll zoom in and show you, see if we can't get some of these Aztecs. But get some of the sheen, if you can see. It looks real good in person. There you go. You might be able to get some of the sheen and shimmer on there. I got a few panels of blue, a few panels of red, just in random areas. I've gotten the decals on around the sensor dome. I've gotten the sensor dome painted. Like I said, I got some, I made up some silver and gray paint and kind of made it a shimmer, because of the fact, if you look in the movie, when Enterprise is going out of space dock and camera pans across underneath the bottom, it kind of has a shimmer to it, and so that's what I tried to do there. I did the best I could, and went on ahead and put the registration numbers on the bottom. I couldn't wait to get those on. That was where I was excited to get that, and I got the Enterprise on the back here. Got it ready to go. Got the RCS thruster ports done. So got that finished up. Now, what I've done is today I was kind of piddling around with this, and I went on ahead and started putting some of the Aztecing down. And so what I've done is I have, because one pie piece, whoops, I had one come off on me. Gotta find out where it went. Right there. These things are sensitive. So what I did is I put one pie piece down every other section, every other panel, and what this does is each pie piece, it comes in a solid form, and each pie piece will do two panels. It'll be a positive and a negative, or vice versa, either negative or positive. I don't know how they consider it, but I call it positive and negative. So what I did is each I put down three solid pieces, and then peeled them off and moved them over one by one, and it's made a real nice Aztecing effect. So what I'm going to do now is work on getting these two. So I'm going to put a piece down, and what I've done is, you can do this when you take this off, is I've put a black dot with a Sharpie marker every other section. That way you know which one, where to put the full piece. So let me get my stuff set up here. Get out my I use this Aztecing here comes from Orbital Dry Dock. I've got one more package come in, because the when I original paint messed up, and it messed up the Aztecing. So get my scissors and cut off a square. What I'll do is I'll get two, and I'm not going to go through all of it tonight with you, because it's going to be it'll be boring for you if I do, because that took me about, putting all this on took me about 2 hours to get it perfect. I'll cut out right in the middle. Sorry about the noise. It's a fan. It's hot in my workshop. And later on, probably tomorrow, I'll do another video. I will have, tonight I'm going to finish all putting the Aztecing on, and then tomorrow I'm going to do a video. I'm going to have some of the the panels painted, and then I'll go through and paint the rest of them. Let me get my... I like these knives. You can get these little cheap throwaway knives, breakaway knives I call them, at Walmart for about $1. They come in a pack of 2, a big one and a small one. So what I'm going to do is peel this transfer tape off. I'm going to stick my pie wedge, move that where you can see what I'm doing. My pie wedge, and then I've got, I just had my, well, where did it go? My squeegee flattening tool, so I can't find it right this second. So what I'm going to do is just flatten it out with my hand. And next I'm going to take my scissors and cut off the excess. The excess transfer tape. Alright, we have it there. And so now what you want to do is you want to take this and get a little section started. I always start here at the top, and what I'll do is I'll zoom in to kind of show you where I'm at here. I'll start at the top and just lightly peel it off. Grab a hold of it. And all day today I've had a good time trying to get these off, and learning to not put a whole lot of pressure on it. Sometimes you have to. If they come off, just roll it back forward. Once you get it started, don't stop. You'll get some pulling up with it. Got a little piece come up off from there. Hopefully I got that. Go. That put back down, so now I'm going to find my dot, zoom back out again. This is what it should look like on the transfer tape. Pretty clear. And also you're going to see me, I'm going to be wearing these magnifying glasses, these magnifying goggles. They help with the help with the alignment. And once that's down, kind of smooth it on, and you'll see it change colors once it's down. And I made the mistake earlier of this phaser bank here of cutting it out on this side. We can't do that because don't forget that this piece has to go, some of these pieces have to go on this side, so just remember that. Alright, I think we're down. I found by starting at the bottom helps with all this. It won't be as bad pulling up. I've had take more time pulling these things off and separating from me. I said if they come up, don't worry about it. Don't panic. They do go back down. What I do is I kind of smooth it out as I go, kind of keep them laying down. Notice the smaller the pieces, the smaller this pie goes, the harder the pieces become. And pardon me if you hear barking in the background. That's my little devil dog, I call him. Griping at somebody. And like I said, if you end up getting pieces pulled up with it, especially small ones, don't panic. Just let it go, and you can had one pull up on me right there. What I'll do is take my tweezers . Alright. place. There you have it. Now if some of them slipped on, you can just take them and wiggle them loose. Push them back into place. Alright, well there's that. And so now what I'll do is I'll take some of these pieces here and transfer it to the next slot. But what I'm going to do that off camera so I don't bore you. I might go ahead and do this one pie here. That way you can see what I'm talking about. I'll zoom in. I'm sorry about this, folks. The tripod doesn't want to work with me here. Alright. Now on this panel here, I'm going to be pulling off these and leaving, I'm going to be pulling off, sorry I didn't realize I was out of frame. On this panel here, I'm going to be pulling these off, and I'm going to be pulling these off here, basically every other one, and putting them on this panel. So I'll do that. So I'll do is I'll go ahead and transfer it. There. Now it's down. Then what I'll do later in a little bit, once I get this done, is I'll get this down to here done. I will go back through and cut this excess off around the phaser banks. I will probably remove, will not have this one on here at all, because once you spray it with the paint, you pretty much won't see that one little spot. So I'll go ahead and find the next. What I do is I go through and get all these. I do 2, and then I pull some of the other ones. So I'll go ahead down to the next one. And I'll set it basically level with the next one, with the last one, to kind of just walk these down into place. And then there's that one. So now what I'll do is I'll go back and grab the other 2 little pieces. Now I know where I kind of can get them lined up. And what I realized that is this piece here is just a little bit off, so ain't gonna take much to fix. But what you can do, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and peel it up. There we go. Now, that's better. If you can see, this is, you know, it's lining up pretty much level with the next zone back out now, because it's getting just a little bit tighter. The pieces of wedges are getting a little bit bigger, so now what I'm going to do is grab the last piece. This goes right here. And line it up. One thing I like about these is they will move pretty easy. So I like that, so I'll go ahead and stick those down and then slide the other pieces in. That. Now we'll go back and get those other pieces. I left my good tweezers at my wife's work. I was up there visiting her today. She worked with her father at JD's lock shop in McKinney as the office manager there. They do all kinds of locks. There's two pieces I forgot. Alright, we have 4 pieces left, basically the same thing. And these 2 pieces here. Alright, well there you have it. there's basically those two pieces. Whoops. There it is. There we go. All right. Well, there's those two panels. So you can see how well that turned out. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish this off camera, and I should have, when you see me again, I will have another update on the secondary hull, and I will have all this finished, and make a video. I will do another video session of me painting the